Hi guys, this is Sarah with Raven's Crochet. Welcome back to the channel, and my furry feline Raven is walking around. I'm sure she'll be over here in a little bit. Congratulations on me for reaching 900 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you very much. Applause. Okay, it's just a tiny milestone, but it's because of you guys. Thank you so much. You are not just a subscriber here with this channel. You are my yarny friend. So thank you so much for being my yarny friend and sharing my love of yarn and all that good stuff. This channel is mostly about crochet and my journey as a yarn artist, and that includes background history of my artist nature starting out. The very first thing I ever got was an art easel. Yeah. One of those foldable thingies you put your paper on. I used to paint and color all the time on it. And I had a little tray and stuff and a little stool I sat on. That's how I started. And it just kind of blew up from there. Art was my thing since I was little. So anyways, today is a premiere yarn unboxing. Raven. Hi, baby girl. You want to say hi? Come here. Come say hi. This is Raven. For those of you who do not know, my channel is named after this little furry beauty. She's 15 years old. And she's my baby girl. I've had her since she was old enough to leave her birth mama. She's got some white on her, if she'll let me show you. She's got some white on her chest and on her chin, just below her chin, and on her lower belly she's got a white patch. She wants back down. Alright, off you go. Okay, so I ordered 13 skeins of Premier Yarns. There's that beautiful red tape. And I've already broken the seal, tore the shipping label off. I just fell in love with Premier Yarns even more because they are the first company I have ordered individual skeins from where they actually wrapped up all the yarn in plastic. Look. Thank you, Premier Yarns, for protecting the yarn with plastic. Because you never know, cardboard gets wet sometimes, depending on the weather and what people put their packages go through. Aww. These are sealed just as though they would be shipped to the store like this. And normally, of course, before they seal up yarn, they put 3 of the same color in a package. And look, there's 3 different colors, clearly. 3 different colors. And look, they put 4 to a package and sealed it. 4. And there's 2. I ordered 2 eggplants because I love eggplant, my favorite purple. And there's all my blues. So, thank you so much for Premier Yarns. I love the way you package up the plastic. And if I can break it open, ooh, I can reuse these bags, because I need to crochet little swatches to add in with these. That one just fell off. So, because I'm still working on planning my temperature blanket. And here's the swatch, which this is one of the tutorials I will be doing. And I will also show you how I change colors. That'll be one of the next tutorials I do after this video is uploaded, of course. Now I need to see if I can clean cut these. I do have some more stuff to show you. I did went ahead and I went back to Ollie's like I said I was going to, for a friend of mine. She wanted some of those Christmas scent stick thingies. And I went and got her one from the store. Then I came back and I added it into a box of yarn I was sending her. And then I took it to the post office and paid for it to ship out. Bing! So Now it's out of my hands and on its way to you, yarny friend. Okay, so they have a really good machine that they use when they seal their yarn. Piece of tape on here. Okay, so I need to show you this yarn and tell you the color names and everything. Okay, I did not have to cut that open. That's actually really good. I'll just leave the tape on there for now. Thank you so much, Premier, for sealing the yarn. So this is the Premier Basics worsted weight number 4. This color is purple. It even has that standard Okio text, approved against 350 plus harmful substances. So it's good for sensitive skin and it's good for babies. So you can make baby blankets with this or baby dress. 359 yards, 328 meters, 7 ounces, 200 grams. This is 100% acrylic. It says right there too, test and approved. So that gives you a heads up. It's got that symbol on it. That symbol right there. So this one's purple. This one, these are all the exact same line, Premier Basics. This one is violet. Looks more like a lavender, in my opinion. And there's the difference. Purple on top, lavender on the bottom. This one is garnet. Garnet, here we go. Showing up a little bit brighter on camera. It's like a blood red, like a blood wine color. It's a little darker than what it's showing on camera. That's better. Yeah, okay. That's showing up more true to color. It's still a little bit darker than what it's showing up actually, but gosh, this camera, I'm sorry guys, this camera is not doing this yarn. This color in particular is not getting its justice on camera. Think of the ruby red slippers from Wizard of Oz without the sparkle. That's this. Gorgeous wine red color. Okay. So, and then of course the eggplant. I love eggplant. I'm just going to take one out. And whatever color we decide not to use, we will throw in here and stash it until we're ready to use it. But this one, let me double check. Yep, eggplant. Yep, eggplant. Right where the barcode is. And so there's eggplant, purple, violet. I'm not using all 3 of these purples. I'm going to use 3 purples, but the 4th purple I have in mind is the true royal purple, but it is just called purple, and it is the small Premier Just yarn worsted. It's not worsted basics, but double checking. These 2 are called purple. 2018-06, 1115-20. These are both called purple. There's all 4 together. The eggplant and the darker purple, they are very close in comparison together. But that doesn't mean I can't just drop that one right out and use these 3 in the temperature blanket. I don't know. That's again why I like to lay all the colors out together. Sometimes put them in a circle and see if they go opposite and look good opposite of each other, like as in on the color wheel. I move my colors around and just kind of play with them. It's fun to do that. Put all your scans on the floor or on the bed. Just kind of play around with them and see what you like best. So there's purple. There's this one too, which is This one's called Royal Purple. This one's from the Dollar Tree. You can also get it online, Premier.com. There's the one that says just purple. So, but this Royal Purple looks very, very close to purple. In fact, looking at it in person, it pretty much looks like the exact same color. So, I don't know. I might throw violet out and just work with these three colors. These three colors look really, really good together. And there's violet. Butter end. I don't know, which three purples do you guys like best together? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It'll make me happy regardless of what I do. Let's go on to the blues. Let's go on to the blues with the hues. Okay. I like this plastic bag. They folded it down over and then sealed it on nice. Thank you, Premier. Again. Okay. I got turquoise. I love this color. It goes great with neons. Goes great in jewel tones. Had to have this color. Peacock is a definite must. I got peacock. And then I can't decide on azure. Azure. Excuse me, my nose itches like all the time. And this one is just royal blue, which is kind of like a cobalt blue, varsity blue. But azure is pretty much like a muted varsity blue. It's got like a smoky muted tone to it. It would go really, really great with smoky gray colors and like a boy blanket. It would go really great with that. So these two are really close together. I didn't know if they would be that close together or different in person. So I'm not going with the azure. I'm not going to be putting that in my temperature blanket. So now I have these three colors to work with. And where's my chart? My sample chart. Right here, my sample chart. So these three blues. I don't have any blues attached to here. Well, there was one, but it fell off. Where did it fly off to? Seriously, it just flew off. Here it is. Okay, this is peacock. That's this one right here. That's peacock. So it's not like we can't add that back on. But I wanted at least a small variety of blues. So I think these will be great. These will be great. So we got our blues. Perfect. And again, these are 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. 359 yards. These are like $3 a piece. I got 10% off. Good deal. Always buy your yarn with a discount coupon if you can. Sorry, my nose just itches. And I feel like I got like a fiber hair. Or a feline hair or something. Okay, so now onto the greens. Onto the greens. And I got like a pecan color too. These are some great fall colors too. So first we have goldenrod. I totally meant to buy a light orange. I'm going to go back and buy Ember. I still have almost a month before we're starting this blanket. So I'm going to go back and buy Ember. Because that is just a gorgeous orange. I have to go back and buy some of that. Then I might also buy light orange. But that's goldenrod. And then I actually need to figure out these greens. Because I have two samples of greens on here that I showed you in one of my last videos. This one is deep green. And there was another one. Let me go grab it. Excuse me, Raven. This other one is just called green. I got these two little skeins from the Dollar Tree. This one is just called green. Yeah, there's the barcode. And then this one is deep green. Both are gorgeous together. So the other two that coordinate well together, that like these are like muted greens for like fall tones. Like, okay, on the color palette, you've got like a pastel palette, you've got a bold palette, you've got a neon palette, you've got a muted palette, you've got like a darkened palette. These would go like in the darkened palette of rainbows, and these would go like in the neons. This one is, excuse me, this one is called Pine. Right above the barcode on the ball band, that's called Pine. And this one is called Fern. 359 yards, 328 meters, 7-ounce skeins, 200 grams each. Beautiful two colors, right? So I don't know. I wanted to order spring green, but they were sold out of that color. That's more like a neon green, and I'm not necessarily working with neons. I have a good turquoise that makes for a perfect neon. But I'm not really going for neons particularly, but I love these two greens together, the Fern and the Pine. I don't know why this deep green, I don't know why that one wasn't called Pine. So I'm trying to figure out which 3 greens. I only want either 2 or 3 greens. I just dropped that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. I don't know which 2 or 3 greens I should go with. I don't know if I should just stick with the 2 lighter ones, the 2 bigger ones, or the 2 smaller ones for color. What do you think? I'm really going towards these two big ones on the bottom, the Fern and the Pine, instead of these 2 on top, because even as pretty as a green this goes with. Almost looks like an army green, and I have tons of these little skeins. This one, the deep green, I can only find 1 of these at Dollar Tree, but that doesn't mean I can't order a big skein on Premier's website or on another website, let alone online in general. But I'm thinking maybe 3 blues, 2 greens, 3 purples. I got an orange and a gold. So that's 3, 6, 7, that's 10. And then a sparkly white for below 0. And then 1 more color, the garnet. I think I pretty much got my 12 colors, so I may not need to order any more green. Once I have this all figured out, I'm going to have my full row of samples on. I will have this fully done with all the color samples I'm going to do, and I will make notes, and I will make color adjustments in my notes. I have already posted that on the community page, by the way. The notes that I have taken about the measurements of the blanket, the patterned that's going to make that measurement. It's a row by row granny stitch clusters, and I'd say if you chain every 50 chains you do, that's going to be about 25, that's half. I'd say just maybe about 18 inches, because I say in the directions chain 150, and that's going to give you a 50-inch wide or a 60-inch wide blanket. I don't know, something like that. Just go read the notes in the community page on my channel, Raven's Crochet community page. You click on my channel name below this video. It will take you to my YouTube page. Scroll over to sideways to community, and then click on that, and then there you'll see it listed below. I think it's actually the very last thing I posted. So anyways, it'll tell you how much yarn you need. If you're using a 3-weight yarn, you're going to need more yardage. If you're using a 4-weight yarn, you won't need as much. Each skein from Premier Basics is 200 grams. I'd say you only need 2 of these. I do need to make some adjustments in those notes, and I will clarify that when I do. I'll put at the top there it has been an edit. So instead of needing 500 grams of each color, I would say maybe 400 grams of each color, because still you need to make sure you have enough colors for whatever temperature that's going to fluctuate around in your area the most. Because every color you use represents a temperature range, and that temperature, those temperatures are always going to depend on your climate and on the weather in your area. So make sure you have enough to cover each temperature, as I'm only doing this 3 times a week, not 7 times a week. That way we won't feel like we're trying to play catch up all the time with this temperature blanket, and we don't have to feel like we're being obligated to get it done every single day. We can take our time getting it done. So we just choose 3 highs. Choose 3 highs a week, choose 3 lows a week, or you can choose 1 high and 1 low, and then you could just do two a week if you want to. So here's how I calculated the blanket to work out in an even square yet rectangular size. Chain 150, do the pattern row by row granny stitch clusters. Chain 78 rows, 72 to 78 rows. That'll give you a perfect square to rectangular small throw blanket. About 2,000 yards of yarn is a perfect amount for small throw blankets. And choosing 3 temperatures, you have 3 colors each week. You will crochet 2 rows per color, crochet 2 rows per temperature, same thing. If you only do 2 temperatures per week, you choose 1 high and 1 low. Crochet 3 rows to represent that color, that temperature. Crochet 3 rows instead of 2. I hope that makes sense. I'm doing 3 temperatures per week. With 3 temperatures, I need 6 rows of yarn worked up on the blanket. 6 rows. So each week you need to have 6 rows worked up on the blanket to make sure that the blanket's going to become large enough at the end of the 3 months. So chaining 50 will represent 1 month. Chaining 100 will represent 2 months. Chaining 150, like I mentioned in my pattern details, represents 3 months. Now, if you only wanted to crochet a blanket just to practice, make something small, make like a handkerchief or whatever, crochet 50, choose 3 temperatures for 4 weeks. So you'll end up having 3, 6, 9, 12 temperatures times 3. So 24 temperatures, 24 times 3, 20, 40, 60, it's 82, something like that. That's 82 rows you'll need. So that'll make like a kind of like a rectangle shape. It'll be longer than it is wider, just a smidge. But it'll be a really, really pretty garment, whatever you decide to make with it. You can do month to month. You can put them into like a nice big shawl. You could do the whole entire year if you want to, and you can get like a nice big king size blanket. If you want to just do 1 month, like I said, chain 50 and do the pattern and do your 2 rows per color if you're doing 3 temperatures a week. Crochet 3 rows per color if you're doing 2 temperatures per week. So I hope that made sense. That's pretty much all the yarn I got from Premier. The other things I went back to Ollie's and I got some more Heatwave yarn. I went ahead and got the cream colored. This one's called Sandy Shores. Just to have a neutral around. It's always good to have a neutral no matter what I decide to use it for. I love making baskets. And this is 3.5 ounce skein, 100 grams, 198 yards, 181 meters. Red Heart Heatwave. It's supposed to add like 12 degrees approximately of warmth. This is 100% acrylic, is machine washable and dryable. It's a 4 worsted weight yarn. They say to use at least a 5mm needle. Do not iron, do not tumble dry too much. You can dry it, but I would put it on a low setting and maybe dry it for about half the time and then maybe let it continue air drying. check on it in the dryer. If you have like a new strong dryer or something like that. But that's the Heatwave. I got 2 of these just to have enough on hand. This is only 198 yards per skein, so I got 200 grams here. And I did forget to show you the pecan. This is pecan from Premier. It's a beautiful, beautiful chocolate brown. It's like a light chocolate, like a milky. It's like a milky chocolate brown. I love it. I like that color a lot. And I know I'm not going to be using this in my temperature blanket, but I love this color brown. And I think it would go good with accessories. You can wear brown with almost anything. And it goes really well with baskets, especially when you do a marled effect with the cream color. And then maybe you get like a medium beigey color to go in the middle. Or you can get like a super deep chocolate dark brown. So I love making baskets like that. Hence the big old one I have next to my couch. And then, oh, here are these scent sickles that I got, that I was telling you about. I went ahead and got another one for myself because I had this one on my tree last night. The oak Christmas tree. I hung it up real high, just below the angel, the tree topper. And when I got up this morning, I walked out into my living area. I could smell it was so strong and minty, and as good as that is, it was just way overpowering. I have a very small space. I'm probably not more than 750 square feet. I'm probably not even 750 square feet. So I'm in a small space, so that is way overpowering. Even coming home earlier this afternoon, it was a little overpowering, so I switched it out. I bought 2 canisters of these. I'll be shipping one of these off as a surprise to somebody. And I already have her picked out in mind. But I'll be shipping these off with her Christmas present anyways, because I need to mail her something anyways. I went ahead and picked out mulberry. No, this one just says Christmas berry. And it smells much more subtle, not as minty blasting, if you know what I mean. It's like I felt like I walked into a freezer and there was just like mint gum and mint candy, and it just smelled like mint all over the place. And it was just, that's great if I'm sick and I have a cold, but damn. Sorry. This one smells almost a little cinnamony, but more diluted. It smells strong of berry. Not cranberry. Not elderberry. Almost like a cherry, but like darker and stronger than a cherry. I don't know really how to explain it, but it does smell good, and it does have a scent of pine in it. And I just switched it out and hung that one up on my tree, so we'll see after a while after tonight. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, currently videotaping right now. And then the last thing I got this in the mail today, my little avocado plushie. Thank you. This is going to go on the Christmas tree. And then I don't know if I'll leave it with my Christmas ornaments or keep it with me when I pack the tree up next year, but it's made in China. Look at the tag. All Chinese oriented. So if you were here with me about maybe 2 months ago-ish, I guess, I downloaded an app called Chewy. And it's a game where you literally put like a quarter in and you move the claw machine and you try to get a plush toy, right? Well, within the first 3-4 times playing games, within the first half an hour of playing with the new app, I won this. And you guys have already seen that little rainbow llama, the little stuffed animal llama that I have on my Christmas tree. Yeah, I won both of those within the first half an hour. And I put my credit card information in. It asked for it, even though it said free shipping. I ended up paying like $3.99 for shipping. No big deal, right? No big deal. I just won 2 free toys off of a cool new app. I'm only paying $4 to have both of these plush toys shipped over to me, even though it's going to take a couple of months. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And if they're as small as I think they are, they would be great Christmas ornaments. And every year I like to get myself a new ornament or make myself one. And this year I've got 6 ornaments. This one, the llama, and the 4 little minion characters that I bought in the toy aisle from Dollar Tree. So I got 6 ornaments this year. Bam! The downside was I will never use Chewy, that game app, ever again. I uninstalled it and gave it a bad review because they are the culprit of the of a fraudulent activity that my bank text messaged me about, and that's how I was able to catch it. Anytime I make a rare transaction on any website, especially if it's in another state and if it's overseas, my bank sends me a text message alert every single time wanting me to confirm this transaction, because if I say no, they're not going to let it go through. When I did it with ice yarns, obviously that's a country in Turkey. Right off the bat, as soon as I hit place order, submit order, confirm order, within seconds I get a text message from my bank saying, is this you? Are you trying to confirm such and such payment for such and such company? I say yes. They let it go through. Like, okay, you're good. Take the payment. But this time I said no. They were trying to charge, oh, I don't know, $200 something, $300 of some kind of business stuff, business account stuff on this website I've never heard of that was in a foreign country. So obviously the payment didn't go through. They never got a single penny from my bank. And I think I still got charged the $3.99 for shipping, but $4, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I called my bank and I canceled the card, and I went up there. I think the very next afternoon. My bank is only like 2 miles up the road from me. And I went up there and I got a brand new card. I was up there for 15 minutes. I got a brand new card. The guy was a little disappointed with me, though. I was very disappointed. I had that card for 2 months, and then all of a sudden, it gets compromised. Like, yeah, I know. I'll never download that app ever again. So just fair warning. I got something really cute out of it, though. But it's not worth having your credit card and your main banking information compromised. It's not worth it. So, but that was just good luck, I guess. I just wanted to share that with you guys, so y'all can be cautious about what apps you're putting your card information in. And I also got some more of this yarn from Ollie's. I showed you guys this in one of my last videos. This is the Hug